Hello everyone, and welcome to a new educational video on common collocations. Collocations are combinations of words that frequently go together, making our speech and writing sound more natural and fluent. Today, we'll explore some of the most common collocations with the word make, provide example sentences, and practice using them in context. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of how to use these word combinations effectively. Additionally, we have included comprehension questions to help reinforce your learning. So, let's get started on this journey to mastering collocations. The importance of learning common collocations. Fluency and naturalness makes speech and writing sound more like a native speaker. Improved comprehension enhances understanding of spoken and written language. Effective communication reduces misunderstandings and clarifies messages. Enhanced vocabulary expands and deepens vocabulary usage. Cultural insight provides insight into cultural norms and usage. Better writing skills improves coherence and quality of writing. Time efficiency speeds up language learning by learning chunks. Reading and listening proficiency aids in quicker, more accurate comprehension. Confidence building boosts confidence in language use. Overview. Give common collocations. Examples: reading stories, interactive questions, matching questions, sentence completion questions, multiple choice questions. Common collocations. Give. Let's begin with set 1 of give collocations. These are essential phrases for everyday English. We'll look at examples and practice using them. Let's dive in. Give a call. Give a chance. Give a hand. Give a hug. Give a kiss. Give a lecture. Give hope. Give a presentation. Give a speech. Give a warning.
Examples: I'll give you a call later to discuss the details. Lily decided to give him a chance to prove himself. Can you give me a hand with carrying these boxes? After a long day, Amelia gave her mom a big hug. Before leaving, Lucas bent down to give his daughter a kiss on the forehead. The professor will give a lecture on modern art tomorrow. The doctor's encouraging words gave the patient hope. Sophia spent the whole weekend preparing to give a presentation at the conference. The director gave a speech at the annual company meeting. The lifeguard gave a warning to the swimmers about the strong currents.
A day of support and connection. Lily was always the friend everyone could rely on. One morning, she decided to give a call to her friend, Sarah, who had been feeling down lately. They talked for a while, and Lily could tell that her friend needed some encouragement. She decided to give Sarah a chance to join her on a project she was working on, hoping it would lift her spirits. Knowing that the task might be overwhelming for Sarah, Lily promised to give a hand whenever needed. Later that day, Lily went to visit her grandmother. As soon as she arrived, her grandmother greeted her with a warm hug, and Lily gave a hug back, feeling the love and comfort that only a grandparent could provide. Before she left, she gave her grandmother a kiss on the cheek, promising to visit again soon. In the afternoon, Lily had to give a lecture at the local community center. She was nervous, but she remembered how much she loved sharing knowledge and inspiring others. The lecture went well, and afterward, several people came up to her to express how much hope she had given them. Later in the evening, Lily was scheduled to give a presentation at her workplace. She knew it was important, so she spent time preparing and making sure everything was perfect. The presentation was a success, and her boss gave her a pat on the back, acknowledging her hard work. As the day came to an end, Lily met with her younger brother, who was about to take a big step in his life. She gave a speech filled with encouragement, reminding him of his potential and how much she believed in him. Before parting ways, she gave a warning about the challenges ahead but reassured him that he could overcome anything with determination. Lily knew that, like her, he could give hope to others through his actions and words.
Matching questions. Match the scenarios with the correct phrases. Give a call. Give a lecture. Give a presentation. Give a warning. Give a kiss. Noah's speech to his younger brother was full of encouragement, but he also made sure to blank about the challenges ahead. Amelia was nervous but excited to blank at the local community center. At work, Elijah had to blank for an important project. Before Harper left her grandmother's house, she made sure to blank. Luna decided to blank to her friend James, who had been feeling down.
Let's continue. Let's begin with set 2 of give collocations. These are essential phrases for everyday English. We'll look at examples and practice using them. Let's dive in. Give advice. Give an answer. Give an example. Give an explanation. Give approval. Give birth. Give credit. Give evidence. Give notice. Give permission.
Examples. My mentor always knows how to give advice that is both practical and insightful. When the teacher asked about the capital of France, Tom was quick to give an answer. To clarify her point, Emily decided to give an example from her own experience. The scientist took time to give an explanation about how the experiment would work. The manager needed to give approval before the project could move forward. After hours of labor, Maria finally gave birth to a healthy baby girl. During the meeting, the team leader made sure to give credit to everyone who contributed to the project. The lawyer asked the witness to give evidence that supported the case. Sarah decided to give notice at her job, as she had found a new opportunity elsewhere. Before going on the school trip, the students had to get their parents to give permission.
A day of significant moments. Elena had always been the one people turned to when they needed guidance. One morning, her younger sister, Ruby, called her, asking for some advice about a difficult decision she had to make regarding her career. Elena was more than happy to give advice, drawing from her own experiences to help Ruby navigate the situation. Later that day, Elena had a meeting with her team at work. The discussion became heated when the manager asked for input on a new strategy. Elena was quick to give an answer, supporting her point by giving an example from a previous project that had been successful. However, not everyone agreed, and she had to give an explanation to clarify her stance. Eventually, the manager nodded, giving approval to her suggestion, which made her feel valued. After work, Elena visited her best friend, who was expecting a baby. They talked about the upcoming birth, and Elena shared her excitement about the day her friend would give birth. As they chatted, they reminisced about old times, giving credit to the many people who had supported them throughout the years. Later in the evening, Elena received a call from her lawyer, who informed her that she might need to give evidence in a court case she was involved in. It was a stressful situation, but Elena knew it was important to be honest and thorough. Before the day ended, Elena decided to make a significant life change. She had been thinking about leaving her current job for a while, and after much consideration, she decided to give notice. She wrote a respectful letter to her boss, explaining her reasons and asking for permission to use her remaining vacation days. Her boss appreciated her honesty and gave permission without hesitation. As she reflected on her day, Elena felt a sense of accomplishment. She had managed to support her sister, contribute meaningfully at work, and make a decision that would shape her future.
Sentence completion questions. Read the sentences below and fill in the blanks with the correct collocations from the list. Give approval, give notice, give evidence, give permission. Give advice, give an example, give credit. 1. When making a big decision, it's important to seek someone who can, blank, that is reliable and helpful. 2. The witness was called to the stand to, blank, that would help clarify the events of that night. 3. The manager couldn't proceed with the project until the higher-ups, blank, to the final proposal. 4. Before moving forward with her resignation, Sarah had to, blank, to her current employer. 5. The teacher asked the student to, blank, to better explain the concept to the class. 6. The mother had to wait for the doctor to, blank, before her child could leave the hospital.
Let's carry on. Let's begin with set 3 of give collocations. These are essential phrases for everyday English. We'll look at examples and practice using them. Let's dive in. Give priority. Give responsibility. Give a choice. Give a command. Give a description. Give a concert. Give aid. Give someone a ring. Give the order. Give assistance.
Examples. In emergency situations, medical staff must give priority to the most critical patients. The manager decided to give responsibility for the new project to the most experienced team member. The teacher gave the students a choice between writing an essay or creating a presentation. The captain gave a command for the troops to advance at dawn. Can you give a description of the suspect to the police? The famous musician is set to give a concert in the city next month. The organization aims to give aid to communities affected by natural disasters. I'll give you a ring later to confirm the meeting time. The director gave the order to proceed with the merger after the board meeting. Volunteers were on hand to give assistance to the elderly during the event.
A day of important decisions. Zoe, the head of a non-profit organization, had a busy day ahead. Her first task was to attend a board meeting where she needed to give priority to the most urgent issues affecting the communities they served. During the meeting, she decided to give responsibility for the new outreach program to Jonah, one of her most trusted colleagues. Later in the day, Zoe had to address her team. She gathered them in the conference room and gave a command to start preparations for the upcoming charity event. She also gave a choice to the volunteers. They could either help with the event planning or assist in distributing supplies to those in need. In the afternoon, Zoe had a meeting with a local artist who had volunteered to give a concert to raise funds for their cause. They discussed the details, and Zoe was pleased with how everything was coming together. After the meeting, she called a journalist to give a description of the event and the work their organization was doing. As the day went on, Zoe received a call from an international relief organization offering to give aid to their ongoing efforts. She was overjoyed and immediately gave someone a ring, her assistant, to share the good news and start coordinating the logistics. In the evening, Zoe returned to the office to finalize some details. She gave the order to purchase additional supplies for the upcoming event and made sure that everything was set for the big day. Before leaving, she made sure to give assistance to a new intern who was struggling with their tasks. As she finally headed home, Zoe felt a deep sense of satisfaction. It had been a long day filled with crucial decisions, but she knew she had done everything possible to make a difference.
Multiple choice questions. Read the sentences and circle the correct one. 1. The manager decided to blank for the new project to the most experienced team member. A. Give responsibility. B. Give aid. C. Give a command. 2. In an emergency, medical staff must blank to the most critical patients. A. Give assistance. B. Give priority. C. Give responsibility. 3. The famous musician is set to blank in the city next month. A. Give a command. B. Give aid. C. Give a concert. 4. Volunteers were on hand to blank to the elderly during the event. A. Give priority. B. Give a choice. C. Give assistance. 5. The organization is planning to blank to communities affected by the recent floods. A. Give a command. B. Give aid. C. Give priority. 6. During the meeting, the manager blank to the client about the new project. A. Gave assistance. B. Gave a choice. C. Gave a description.
Thank you for joining this educational video on common collocations. We hope you now have a clearer understanding of how to use these essential word combinations. Remember, the key to mastering collocations is practice and exposure. Continue to read, listen, and use these collocations in your daily communication. Don't forget to test your understanding by answering the comprehension questions. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to reach out in the comments below. Keep practicing, and you'll see your language skills improve in no time. Have a great day, and happy learning!